Hazel, this is Graham. We have questions on these pieces of paper from members of our group. Some are from our own team, but most are members of our group. Our group is Surrey Supernatural Investigations on Facebook. Go and check it out. For each question, I'll give an answer and Graham will give an answer, just so you get both of our opinions. So let's get on with it. Can you get an attachment?
I'd say yes, you can get an attachment.
I'd say yes, but not if you protect yourself correctly. Really, if you're getting an attachment a lot, or you're having to constantly cleanse your home, you're doing something wrong. We use a number of different protections. I like the white light, we use quite a lot. We also do prayers. Our favourite is singing the Millennium Prayer in the car. And we wear crosses.
And rosary beads.
And rosary beads. Wayne is another member of our team, he's also my brother. He also gives us Wiccan spells, which are meant for protection. So there's lots of different ways you can protect yourself. Always protect yourself, and you shouldn't end up with an attachment. Next question. How do you know if you've brought something home with you?
You get unexplained things happening around your house, like things moving, dark shadows. There's unexplained things happening that wouldn't normally happen.
Really, that's basically it. Sometimes there's like voices and stuff. Yeah, anything that wasn't happening before the investigation that starts happening afterwards. Yeah, but really, if you're protecting yourself, you shouldn't have a problem. Do you use the automatic writing plan check?
Well, we haven't as yet.
We do plan to. We have done it in the past with a different group that we went out with. But we want to be more prepared. We want to know what we're doing. You always want to protect yourself, so we just want to make sure we know exactly what we're doing, that we don't do anything wrong before we take out an investigation. Anything, Dad?
No.
What other equipment do you use? We brought some examples. This is a melmeter. Basically, a melmeter is an EMF meter. So, I don't know if you can see the screen, you probably can't on the camera, but there's big numbers, which is your EMF reading, and then the bottom one's your temperature, which is what this yellow thing is. This is your temperature probe. This is the most sensitive EMF meter you can get.
And this is the K2 meter.
Again, it's just an EMF meter. Really popular, these ones. We use this a lot, which we'll get onto because we've got a question about how we use it in a minute. Do you want to put them back down? We have the GoPro camera, which is what we're filming on, so I can't show you that. We've got a DSLR camera. We have 2 digital cameras. 3, because our other members of our team bring cameras and stuff, but this is our stuff. We have a night vision camcorder. We have
TSB7 spirit box.
Yeah, we have our spirit box. We have trigger objects such as cat balls that jingle when they move. Toy cars, because if you think you might be a child spirit, cars are always a good thing. Let's get them to move about. Yeah, there's loads of stuff. If you check out our Facebook page, we do have a picture of our stuff. Our motion sensor is one thing that I know is definitely in the picture. Some different torches we use. Yeah, lots of different equipment. What is the best place you investigated?
One of the best places I've investigated was Clapham Woods down in West Sussex, which has got loads of different things like UFOs. There's supposed to be devil worship there. Dogs went missing, unexplained. Strange lights. It was just an amazing place, really.
That was a good place. Personally, for me, it's really hard to choose one. We went to the Old Lamb in
Berkshire.
Is it Berkshire? I thought it was Reading.
No, Berkshire.
Berkshire.
Near Reading.
Near Reading, that's where my confusion. So I really liked it there. St Anne's Hill in Chertsey, we have done that a number of times, always brilliant. And Reigate Fort is another one that's really good. It's really hard to choose one, there's so many places we've been, like Lewis Priory was amazing. Yeah, it's really hard to choose one. Do you ever feel scared on an investigation?
I have a couple of times, but sometimes it's not excitement, so.
I think being scared is a natural human response. It's your brain protecting you, basically. So I'd be worried if you weren't scared in an investigation, because you'd be in danger. You know, especially when we're doing like St Anne's Hill, which is a woods. You need to be, you know, aware of your surroundings. You know, there's people walking around in the woods. There's massive drops. You have to be not scared, but at least a little bit aware that there are dangers. So yeah, really, it's part of being human. Have you ever felt a negative presence?
Yes, we did a private investigation when there was satanic worship supposedly supposed to have been carried out.
Yeah.
And it was a negative
There
presence.
was definitely, I wouldn't say presence, a negative atmosphere. You can't always say there's definitely a presence there, but the atmosphere was definitely negative and very like depressing. But yeah, we've had it in a few places as well, because Reigate Fort we've had negative stuff come through on the spirit box and that, and you can really feel like the tension, and yeah, we try not to dwell on that. Do you get much on EVP sessions? Now I will state, we don't tend to do the EVPs. Most of the time they are done by Wayne, another member of our team, but we have done a few.
And we have caught us.
Yeah,
A little bit.
we've fought bits and pieces. You don't catch something every time. They don't want to talk every time. But yeah, we have caught stuff. It depends really how long you're doing the EVPs for as well. Sometimes EVP sessions can last for hours and you'll catch nothing. You know, it's just right time, right place kind of thing. What other items do you use to make contact? Right, so here's where we're going to talk about the K2 again, which is this. So we use this, it lights up, as you can see. If you do it again, you can see it lights up. We do what we call a calling out session, where basically you have this on, you ask a question, if they want to say, you can either do it, we do it a few different ways. You always have to tell them what you're doing though, like they need to know. So sometimes you ask them for different things to light up different colours, or I tend to use yes is no colours, no, yes is all colours, no is no colours. So it keeps it very simple for them. We had brilliant response to this with Lewis Priory. We have the spirit box,
Which is basically a device that's going through radio frequencies at set speeds. You can either set it forward or back, and then words come through. They can manipulate sounds to speak through it, so and answer questions that way.
but really, like near enough every bit of our equipment can be used for communication. Even the cameras. When we were at Reigate Fort, me and Wayne were doing an experiment, and we were getting loads of responses. So he said, like, can you appear to us on the camera? Snapped the picture straight after, like quite a big orb. If you don't know what an orb is, it's basically like a ball of energy. Yeah, so anything really can be used. We have so many different forms of communicating. Yeah, okay, so next one. How do you prepare emotionally and physically for investigations? So we'll start off with the emotional. How do you prepare emotionally?
Make sure you're in the right frame of mind. Say your prayers, protection, stuff like that.
So yeah, you want to be in a positive. We do a lot of sing-alongs in the car on the way to investigation. The Millennium Prayer, Gangnam Style, anything that gets you, you know, in a good frame of mind. Yeah, you want to be happy, bubbly, you know. Yeah, just get yourself, you know, pumped up, ready to go. And just make sure you're prepared for anything to happen, because every investigation is different. Stuff happens different every time. Make sure you're mentally prepared for whatever's coming your way. So physically, how would you prepare?
Wear comfortable shoes, clothing. Check the weather report. If it's around rain, take wet weather gear. Things like that. Make sure your equipment's charged up, so it's ready to go.
That's basically it. Just make sure you're prepared for whatever happens. We tend to, like, even if the weather says it's not going to rain, put a coat in the car, just in case. We always wear sensible shoes, because a lot of the places are like woods or places that have trip hazards, etc. You don't want to be wearing like flip-flops. It wouldn't make sense. We also take a first aid kit with us, because you never know. It's always better to be safe than sorry. So yeah, just make sure you're keeping yourself safe. You know, sensible clothing. Yeah, that's it really. We tend to always make sure we have a drink on us as well, which I think is very important. Because sometimes the investigation is going to last a very long time. And obviously, you're dehydrated, you're going to hallucinate, you're going to panic, it's going to ruin the investigation. So yeah, I'd say always keep a drink with you as well, to make sure when you're preparing, put your drink in your bag. What is the difference between a ghost and a spirit?
A ghost tends to stay in the same place where it died, and a spirit will actually move around to different places. Might be something to do with its life, or
I would also say a lot of people disagree with that and say that basically they're exactly the same thing. On our particular group, we prefer the term spirit because personally, I'm not sure about Graham, personally I find it more respectful to say spirit. Ghost sounds a bit amateur and a bit disrespectful. Why? Sorry, was you going to say something?
no.
Oh, okay. Why do people think Ouija boards are bad?
People think Ouija boards are bad, basically because of what Hollywood have made of. Because of all the films they've done with Ouija boards and when bad things have happened.
Yeah, to be fair, Hollywood and actually the internet focuses on like Zozo Demon, which isn't what the Ouija board's about. You know, it's the same as any other equipment really. Which brings us on to the second part of the question. Why are they different to any other forms of communication like dowsing rods and tarot cards?
No, not really.
They're not. Protect yourself, learn how to use it correctly. It's exactly the same as doing a spirit box, writing planchette, anything like that. If you know how to do it, you do it safely, it's absolutely fine. Right, this is another two-part question. Do you believe in the Hollywood
Sensationalism.
that word? And is
Sensationalism.
sensationalism a word? Well, I googled it, and I can tell this was from a member of our team. Lisa, it is a word. And it basically means something bigged up to make it more exciting than what it actually is. Personally, I believe Hollywood do this.
But yeah, same it.
They really kind of take the mick out of what we do and make it sound to people like it's something so exciting and you're going to get attacked by demons all the time and you'll always see a full apparition of a ghost, you know. It's just, that's not true.
Yeah, but I must admit, I do like watching the films.
Yeah, oh yeah, everyone loves a good like horror film, but yeah, just remember they are films, then that's not real life. Okay. What were your thoughts on the first seances and how they were conducted?
I'd say the very first seances were actually fake.
Yeah, I actually googled this. I'm not gonna say what the website said because we could get in trouble with YouTube. But basically, they did some disgusting things during their seances. Yeah, it was a giant con, to be honest. They used to, I did read that they used to like make ectoplasm out of sheep's lung and swallow it so that it would come back up during the seances. Disgusting, basically. Yeah, but I believe now we're more aware of how to conduct them. There are still the fakes out there, but yeah. What has been your best and worst experience on an investigation?
That's actually a tough question. I think my best one would be Lewis Priory. The little spotters we were getting down there and the different things we could see, and it's just a really good place to investigate. And my worst one, I would have to say it was the private one we did. Just basically the feeling of the place. And
yeah, I would say my best is probably Lewis Priory as well. Just because I was doing a K2 call-out session, we was getting brilliant answers. We tried everything to debunk. We searched that place to see what could be causing the EMF need to stop, and there was nothing. It was we are very into debunking. I can debunk near enough most things. This I just couldn't. I don't know what was causing it, but yeah. My worst, I would say it's a personal worst. We were at Reigate Fort and we were using the Paratech app, and it come up. Well, Paratech, if you don't know what it is, it's basically an Ovilus, like spirits can manipulate it to show words, and it come up Daddy David, which my dad's name was David, and he died a few years ago, quite a few years ago. And then something grabbed my hand. Honestly, it pooped me off. But that was literally our third investigation. Third. It was very. That was obviously like over a year old ago. God, nearly 2 years ago. Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't sure what we were doing, and it just spooked me a bit. And our final question: do you think demons can be friendly, seeking forgiveness?
I'm not actually sure there is actually anything as such when you could call it demon. Basically.
I think it depends on the definition, or what your definition of demon is. If you mean demon as in non-human demon, I would say there's not enough evidence. We're not sure as to what a demon even is. Yeah, to know, maybe there is such thing as a friendly demon. Yeah, but if your definition of a demon is a bad human spirit, then I would say no, they couldn't be friendly, because if they were friendly, they'd just be normal spirits. I would say in that context, a demon had to be a bad spirit.
A demon isn't really a demon. It's actually a bad spirit.
If you're using it in context of a demon as a human spirit.
Yeah.
But obviously demons are believed not to be human, not to be of this world. And I will never rule anything out. I always say, nothing is impossible. And that's it. So that's us done. Hope you enjoyed our video.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Please like it below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye.
Bye.